Namaste, everyone, and good morning to all our sisters and brothers in Europe, and good evening somewhere in Fiji. So, Fijians, where are you assembled? Are you in Suva or elsewhere?
Fiji, you can unmute.
Unmute yourself. Hi, Pranam Daaji. We have assembled in Suba, in Latoka. The Menji is joining from Nandi. And in Lambasa Savasavu, they're just joining online.
Oh, so nice, so nice. You should have invited my friend Raj. He's in Ba, and I think he's in Ba or Latoka. Ba, he's in Ba actually.
He's in Ba, yes.
Anyway, good to see you, Shashi, and so many of you there. Many new faces. Nice, nice. I'm so happy. And we have Abhyasis in Australia. Where are you? They're in where?
Namaste,
Sydney
Daaji.
or Melbourne? Oh, this is
Brisbane. Brisbane.
Oh, wow. Brisbane is also big one group, eh?
It's looking big because
they all came from Melbourne and etc. I see my friend Bobby there.
yes.
Okay. So you also have a national gathering there?
Yes. The national
Oh,
gathering, we have over 200 attending, including about 40 children.
Daji, they have a get together which is themed as divinity through unity. And also they have in Spain, there's another similar get together. So,
okay. So let's say Kamusta. Kamusta, yeah? Kamusta.
It's space.
Yes.
Good morning, Daaji.
From Spain.
Good morning. So we are here having our national seminar, and we have around 90 attendees, and half of it is French attendees.
Nice, nice. So nice to see so many of you there.
It's 6:30 a.m.
Oh,
since
it's
we're on
6:30.
Spain, sorry, go ahead, Daji.
It's 6:30 in the morning.
It is, yes. Yes, yes.
Surely deserve liberation at least. I see Sandra there. I see Patrick also there. What is Patrick doing there?
Yes.
Nice, very nice. Okay.
The topic is why do we meditate? You have asked me.
Oh, why do we meditate? You tell me, why do you meditate?
Yes, you actually have changed this subject. We had a different one.
Because when I was taken to my preceptor to start meditation, she asked me in the first question, why do you want to meditate? So, why are you meditating?
Well, I think myself to connect with my inner unknowns, spiritual, to more and more deepen in what I don't know, what I my
Very
spiritual.
nice. Very good. So I wish all attending from Australia and Fiji and Germany, you should all think about why we all meditate. And are we really meditating or sitting quietly with closed eyes? and closed eyes with closed hearts sometimes. Or heart may be open, but no one is attending the room, where the fragrance of the rose passes through your room, but nobody is there to smell it. There are many things that you have to work with meditation. Because often people think through meditation, I'll get peace. No doubt you arrive at such a state. You'll develop focused mind. Of course, we do get all that. The purpose is much, much, much different. Some people say, okay, I get peace of mind. Some people say, I get focused mind. But what do you do with this? See, we're writing a book on two wings, and the subtitle is the path for householders for realization. See? Okay, bye bye.
Since
So what do we do? What do we do with the focused mind? What do we do after having experienced samadhi? Or any lofty state, because you experience it and you don't know what to do with this currency that is given by the great masters to us. How do you encast that currency of spiritual state in daily life? How do we make use of such states? First of all, we have to make possibility of arriving at some lofty spiritual state through meditation. And having received that state, what do we do with it? How we can use it in our daily life? So that is the exercise I would like all of you to debate on. And I wish, you compile the talks so that we can release a small souvenir based on your talks and based on your input. We can have a digital souvenir. So it will be good if you can record it and also send it to us at headquarters at Kanha. Okay.
sounds good, Daji. Daji, since we're already in the Spain Center, they also had a question for you. So, would you like to ask that question, brother?
Okay. Okay. So, how should we behave in the face of the apocalyptic anxieties of the moment, climate crisis, economic crisis, wars, the rise of nationalism, etc.? And to what extent should we prepare materially or only spiritually? Do you think we are really in an era of end times Kali Yuga?
How should we behave in the face of the apocalyptic anxieties of the moment, such as climate crisis, economic crisis, wars, the rise of nationalism, etc.? And to what extent should we prepare materially? Or is it only spiritually? Do you think we are really in the era of end times, Kali Yuga?
No, nothing is going to end. And you should not worry too much about all these destructions, etc., etc., etc. People have been talking of destruction for a very long time. It's not in a very near future, so please don't worry so much. Mm. And even if you worry, what can you do anyway? It's not in your hands. So lead a life, peaceful life, enjoy life, as if we are going to be here for thousands of years. Mm. But at the same time, remember what Babuji says, live as if you're going to die the very next moment also. So it's a paradoxical thing. And I'm not playing with words. Lead a life as if you're going to live thousands of years. It only am trying to convey that, be at peace. Don't worry too much. And when Babuji says, lead a life as if you're going to die at the very next moment, he's emphasizing the need to recognize the goal and how fast to arrive at that goal. Again, it boils down to meditation. See, how sincere are we with our practice so that we can quickly arrive at that state. So we have to understand the sense of urgency when he said that lead a life as if you're going to die the next moment. Um, my request to all our sisters and brothers is, please don't worry too much about the situations that goes around the world, because no president can do anything with what's happening now. They are all on their ego trip. You lead your normal life as best as you can. Next question, Pragya.
Yes, Daji. We have a question from Australia.
Daaji, this is the question from Australia. And it's in regards to your book, The Holy Tirthankars. In there, you have said that, or conferred that Vasu Puja Natji, with the title The Venerable, in Madame Helen's Whispers, we have received an abundance of messages from a spiritual entity named the Venerable. Who is the Venerable? And how do we contribute to enable our egregor to shift, to take a quantum leap in a way that lighter beings from the higher worlds may be tempted to help us deliver revered Babaji's vision?
In short, you want to know the identity of that gentleman, venerable.
This is a question.
Yeah, but what would you do by knowing? You would write an email to him, venerable@brighterworld.com. It is like someone asking Babuji, can you show me God? And Babuji said, suppose if I show you God, how will you know God? And suppose if I say venerable is so and so, how would you verify it? So these are not very practical questions. And moreover, all these guys, venerable, the envoy, they keep coming again and again in whispers. They don't want to be recognized. They want their privacy. There are a lot of laws around these days in the modern world, Privacy Act. And they also have declared we would like to remain, anonymous. So we should respect that, I think.
I think, Daji, maybe the second part of the question, which is, how do we contribute to enable our aggregor to shift, to take a quantum leap? I mean, maybe if you have anything on that section of the question, that could be helpful. Otherwise, we can move to the next one.
Well, that's a very intriguing question. See, I tell you, sometime in 1980, I was visiting Babuji Maharaj in Shahjahanpur. I was sitting quietly in veranda at one corner, and he was also in the veranda, but on the middle chair, and we were only two of us. Um, he decided to walk towards his bedroom. That's the entry of which I was just quietly sitting there. I thought he was going to the bedroom, but suddenly he bends his head down, and I get up. And his beard almost touching my left ear, and he whispers, "I'm changing the genetic pattern of human race." So in 1980, talking of, I was completing my master's in pharmacy. So with that background, I was questioning, not that I doubted Babuji, but it was that aha moment, how is he going to do all that? Say, genetic mutation of human race. And then when I see this message or messages on genetic mutation that is to come, right now we have 23 chromosomes we share from mother and 23 from father. What will happen when that genetic mutation kicks in? Will there be 24 or will there be 22? But the evolution says it will always be the higher. So we will have 24 chromosomes from each. Now, in order to have that jump in the number from 23 to 24, Babuji says when that egregore is reached, egregore of consciousness, people with certain level of consciousness, when they come together on this planet and reach a critical mass, from that point onward, this it will trigger the mutation, and it will be 1 or 2 persons at a time, and then it will just simply explode. So we need to contribute by meditating well towards this egregore, towards this towards arriving at a critical mass. That threshold, once you cross that, 23 to 24. And the beauty of that human race, I said, we can say that will be the end of humanity in one way. In another way, you can also say there is a human is now evolved. And I like to call that race as liminals, the new race that is to come. And what I have heard also, that race would not depend on food, and they will multiply at will, not through romance and sex. So it's a big loss for the romantic people. So.
Very interesting, Daji.
Mhm.
Also very intriguing for sure. Our next question is Daji from New Zealand. They are also all gathered and have a question for you.
Pranams, Daaji. Master, sometimes we hear of people developing subtle perceptions or clairvoyant abilities on the spiritual path. How should we understand these experiences? And can such abilities ever bring us closer to Malik, or do they become distractions on the journey?
If it is real, it's not distraction. If it is imagination, then surely it's a wall.
How can we differentiate, Master?
Is this for yourself or you asking for somebody else?
For myself?
Well, when you have a vision or some sort of clairvoyance or some communication, you will not be able to doubt it at all. The fact that you're asking a question means you're hallucinating. You know,
Thank you.
nowadays this AI tools also, they say, oh, it's Claude is hallucinating or ChatGPT is hallucinating, see? So you are in that category, AI category.
Daji, just to make sure the record is straight here, ChatGPT hallucinates less than Claude.
That's what you think. To my experience, I'm telling you, Pragya, ChatGPT, I think hallucinates more than any platform I've seen so far. I know you don't like this statement because you represent ChatGPT, but I'm telling you so that you can take some action.
No, Daji, I absolutely appreciate it. The user feedback is most important. So we will do more work to fix that. So always please be honest and brutal. That's my day job.
Mm. Even when I put, let us see, Babuji's article, like My Pain from Voice Real, it's actually he wrote it himself. ChatGPT will say 40% is AI generated.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's okay.
No, absolutely. That's a question, Daji, and I will sit with you for another time. I just thought we'll talk about AI a little bit. Daji, the next question we have is from Fiji, and we also have a special guest who's there, the Mend Gaundarji, who heads Kimaya Foundation and actually have been taking Brighter Minds to multiple schools around the country. But we also have a question. So just wanted to acknowledge the incredible support and work that the Minderji has been doing.
Yes, Namaste Bhai. I met
Namaste,
him.
namaste,
He was
namaste,
visiting
Daji.
Kanha here. We met each other here. He's a very humble, simple soul. Uh,
Wonderful.
Thank you, Daji. Sorry, I was not able to make it back to Ghana, but I hope to be there next year. Just to let you know, we've with the support of course, Honorable Shashi Kiran and our team, the work at the foundation so far, we have about 140 trained teachers providing Brighter Minds program over some 62 schools around the country. And we have enrolled approximately, the total number of students going through this program at the moment is about 880. We are going to start attending some graduation programs. I think it starts from next week, but we've already had a very exciting program with a orphanage whereby 14 or 18 of their young kids from the orphanage went through the Brighter Minds program and graduated. Yeah, so far that's what's happening, and it's all being funded through the foundation. The foundation is funded through guests who are coming to our resort. We held golf tournaments for corporate sponsors, so we're getting a lot of good support, and it has gained a lot of momentum. And so, thank you for that introduction and the support.
It'll be nice to see the further development of children having learned this brighter mind, how they're excelling in education with their emotional state, their behavior, that psychometric tests or parameters can be measured. It'd be nice to have this study.
Yes, we have that's within the plans to get some feedback. Some of the initial feedback from our pilot project was parents coming back and saying the children have become more responsible. They spending more time in doing useful things. They are sort of have started to do things in a very organized way. To the fact there, I've met a child from one of the schools, which is in the Coral Coast near Singatoka. And the teacher is saying that this boy has actually improved in the studies as well. So there's some good, good and positive ones coming out.
Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Daaji.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you, sir. Fiji, if you could just unmute and also please ask your question in the center.
Pranam Daaji. My name is Sophia Khan. I'm from Suva, Fiji. I'm a very new Abhyasi. I've been practicing for 9 months now. And my question is, how does Pranahuti connect with the chakra system?
Pranahuti flows into our heart chakra first. And all the chakras are connected with the heart chakra. So automatically it gets what is needed at each chakra. Thank you.
Daji, we have another question that was around love. And the question is that, could you please shed some light on how more advanced stages of love manifest? It could be love for the master, for people, for the world, and for oneself. And this is the reason they're asking this question is because they want to make sure to understand better that what are the pitfalls or misconceptions that may appear along this journey.
It sounds very simple. Love is most talked about, and so many poems are written on it. It's like this current, love is a force, kind of a force. And when you compare it with some electric current, for example, when you connect this current with the light bulb, it gives you light. If you connect that current with the, for example, fan, it will give you wind effect. If you connect with the air condition, it will give you cool air. If you connect it with heater, it will give you hot air. Now, when I love my mother, when I love my father, that energy flow, that love that moves has a different quality. And when her love moves towards myself as a child, has a different quality. When you love your spouse, it has a different quality. When you love your friend, it has a different quality. When you love a master, it has a different quality. So the basic thing, that quality, that force that comes along will keep changing and keep evolving until a time comes when you begin to recognize divinity in all, whether be it your mother, be it your father, or be it your friend or your spouse. When that love reaches that level where you don't differentiate anymore, because you have become love yourself. So that is the goal that we have in mind, and then later on, will it be static? Will it be having a pinnacle or a climax? I don't think so, because it's infinite. As things unfold more and more and more, I think you'll keep on growing in love itself. So you cannot pinpoint and say this is love.
Yeah.
Or the ultimate state of love. No, there is no ultimate state. There is only more and more refinement in love. That's another reason why we meditate, to refine our love. Earlier, maybe we are loving because we are dependent on parents. We, we really don't know why we have such a good feeling towards them. It's maybe because of dependency. It's a conditioned state. But when you start seeing divinity in them, then the whole things change. Then you begin to worship. That's even a higher state where everything combines. That's a state of bhakti.
Daji, how does one be able to love when there is, the person opposite you is evil or is causing harm to others? How do you still see love in them?
It will just flow, that's all. You cannot, once that flow had started, for a moment you might say, okay, not just thoda ruk jao, you want to stop it, but you won't be able to stop it. It's like, there's a rose flower blooming, and when Pragya passes by and rose flower says, no, I will not send out fragrance to Pragya. Rose doesn't have a choice. It's so is a situation with a person whose heart has also flowered, bloomed with love. You cannot stop it, even if you want to stop it.
True. No, understood. That makes a lot of sense. Daji, we don't have any more questions at this point. But we do have the children team. Lokesh, where you're saying they have a few questions. In case Daji, you have time for another one, then we could take one from them.
Yeah, they would have better question than Pragya.
For sure. I have a question here, Daji. Yeah, they can ask the question, or if we are popping them up on screen, then
Let him ask. Let him ask. Go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Sarati.
And your question?
I would like to know what is the main quality a person needs to have to achieve his goal.
Oh, be very humble person. That's all you need.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll meditate now. Huh? Okay.
Yes, Daaji.
Okay. Please start meditation.